The 5 best 65-inch TVs. For decades, we've tested picture quality, design, and features to determine the best TVs around. Since 65-inch screens are one of the most popular sizes, it only seems right to give them special attention. From top-shelf TVs to great deals, we've rounded them up for you. The best 65-inch TV we've tested so far is the LG C2, available at Amazon for $1,696.99. We love this OLED TV for its ultra-thin design, sensational contrast, and cutting-edge gaming enhancements. Still, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get a solid 65-inch 4K TV. We've found great options at every price point. Number 5. LG G2. While the price and form factor hold it back, the LG G2 is technically LG's top-performing OLED right now. It offers a similar set of features and slightly better picture quality than the C2. If you're willing to pay for incredible picture and don't mind the eccentricities, the G2 is fantastic. The G2 combines the perfect black levels of OLED TVs with one of the brightest pictures we've ever seen on an LG OLED. Its vastly improved highlights and world-class contrast are one of its big draws over the C1. It's one of the best TVs you can buy to showcase HDR10 and Dolby Vision content. It also features rich, voluminous color, covering about 99% of the extra-wide HDR color gamut, DCI-P3. You're also more than covered for gaming with the G2. All 4 HDMI 2.1 ports support auto-low latency, variable refresh rate, and 4K gaming at 120 Hz. It also features LG's Game Optimizer, a dedicated settings menu for tweaking the picture, toggling gaming enhancements, and monitoring frame rate. Anyone considering splashing out on the G2, however, should be aware of its design. This gallery OLED is intended to hang on the wall like a portrait. You can purchase an optional stand. However, the stand wobbles concerningly and also holds the G2 in a frustrating, lean-back position. The G2 offers exceptional picture and strong features. However, if you don't plan to wall-mount it, we recommend saving a little money and opting for the LG C2. Number 4. Samsung QN90B. The Samsung QN90B is a top-shelf TV that blends cutting-edge features with a powerfully bright picture. It's our current pick for the best TV for bright room viewing. The QN90B has Samsung's Neo QLED technology. They're named for the combination of contrast-enhancing mini-LEDs and color-enhancing quantum dots. The result is one of the brightest pictures we've ever seen on a TV that also excels at reining that brightness in when needed. This is one of the best LCD/LED TVs around for showcasing HDR content. The QN90B is loaded with gaming features. All 4 HDMI 2.1 ports support 4K gaming at 120 Hz, with ALLM and VRR for low-latency gaming free of visual artifacts like screen tearing. FreeSync Premium Pro and G-Sync support are both included, as well. Unfortunately, Samsung TVs like the QN90B don't support Dolby Vision. Additionally, the QN90B sometimes falls victim to minor light bloom, particularly when viewed from an off-axis position. Still, if you want a bright picture and premium features, the Samsung QN90B is one of your best bets. Number 3. Hisense U8H. The Hisense U8H is one of the best value options of the year. This mini-LED TV features quantum dots for an excellent picture at a surprisingly low price. The U8H's local dimming performance rivals its higher-end competitors, with shockingly little light bloom when combining darkness and light on screen. It also delivers plenty of brightness in HDR and SDR, day or night. We measured a peak brightness of around 1700 nits for specular highlights in HDR, and average brightness as high as 900 nits in SDR. That's almost unheard of in this price range. Colors on the U8H are rich and voluminous, too, thanks in part to the quantum dots. The U8H covers an impressive 97% of the HDR color gamut, DCI-P3, according to our lab tests. Practically speaking, that means everything from SDR TV shows to HDR movies will look realistically colorful. You can certainly pay more for a stronger gaming TV, but considering the U8H's price, it's remarkably fit for modern gaming. You're getting two HDMI 2.1 ports capable of 4K gaming at 120Hz, with ALLM and VRR with FreeSync Premium Pro. The smart platform is solid, too. Google TV is fast, easy to use, and full of great app options. There are a couple of drawbacks worth mentioning. Hisense's picture processing isn't as strong as Sony's, Samsung's, and TCL's, particularly for upscaling sub-4K content. Off-axis viewing can be an issue too. The U8H's picture quality begins to drop as you shift away from a direct, head-on viewing position. Still, few TVs deliver this level of performance for the money. There's far more to love about the U8H than there is to nitpick. It's a terrific, value-forward TV that most folks will be thrilled to call their own. Number 2. Sony A95K. The A95K is Sony's first QD OLED, an OLED TV with quantum dots. They've made something absolutely incredible. This is the best picture quality we've ever seen on a television. Unfortunately, it's also one of the highest prices we've ever seen, too, which may put it out of reach for most shoppers. The A95K has perfect black levels and wide viewing angles, like all OLED TVs. However, it also addresses the relatively lower brightness compared to LED TVs that most OLEDs struggle with. This is one of the brightest OLEDs we've tested, great for both daytime and nighttime viewing as long as it's not sitting in a sunbeam. Thanks in part to Sony's quantum dot technology, dubbed triluminous color, the A95K's colors are staggering. It covers 100% of the HDR color gamut, DCI-P3. Its bold, bright colors pop on any kind of content. It particularly excels at rendering skin tones and subtle gradations without color banding. The A95K's Google-based smart platform is fast, flexible, and relatively easy to use. It's great for everyday streaming. While the A95K doesn't offer as much gaming flexibility as its competitors, it can keep up with modern consoles. Two of its HDMI 2.1 inputs support 4K gaming at 120Hz. The one is also the dedicated eARC port for soundbars. The A95K also gives you ALLM and VRR with G-Sync compatibility. Most folks will understandably balk at the A95K's head-spinning price tag. But if you're looking for the absolute best picture money can buy, look no further. Number 1. LG C2. The LG C2 OLED took our previous favorite, the LG C1, and made it even better to become the best 65-inch TV you can buy right now. As an OLED model, this TV's pixels are self-lit. Each one can brighten, dim, or even turn off, enabling perfect black levels and unbelievable contrast. Of course, that's standard for OLED TVs. What isn't standard is LG's OLED Evo display technology. which improves the brightness capability of the C2 versus the C1. In HDR, this TV can produce specular highlights in the 700 to 800 nit range. It covers about 97% of the HDR color space, DCI-P3, and it supports Dolby Vision. SDR content, like most cable broadcasts, also looks spectacular, albeit a little dimmer. The C2 is our top pick for gamers. All 4 inputs are full bandwidth HDMI 2.1 and support 4K gaming at 120 Hz HC. The C2 also features auto low latency mode, ALLM, and variable refresh rate, VRR, including AMD FreeSync and NVIDIA G-Sync. LG's Game Optimizer settings menu toggles game options like VRR and picture info, and relays frame rate information. There are some weaknesses. With no DTS audio support, you may not get the most out of all of your Blu-rays. We're also not fans of LG's WebOS Smart Platform, which is sluggish and weighed down by sponsored content. If you spring for the C2, we recommend using an external streaming device. The LG C2 is one of the best OLED TVs that we've tested. It's pricier than most TVs, but the price is justified by its world-class performance and impressive, all-encompassing list of features.